This is a brief video on using generative AI to provide competency-based assessment at scale, specifically in the context of digital simulations. I want to point out that the focus here is on generative AI and not other forms of AI such as natural language processing, which has been a common technology used for assessment generation in education over the last decade and comes with a robust body of research supporting its use. I also want to highlight that this video focuses on digital conversational simulations and not simulations that involve virtual manipulation of objects. At a high level, there are two ways in which assessments can be prompted using generative AI. The free-form approach on the left resembles prose and guides the AI in reasoning how it might evaluate the learner. In this case, the faculty is asked a series of questions such as, has Sam provided compelling evidence that they have sufficient experience to do the job well? And designed some conditions for the feedback like, if you challenged Sam, was Sam able to convince you? The second form is a more structured, criteria-driven approach that would be relevant in cases where specific outcomes or strategies are expected from learners, or where there are existing assessment frameworks in place. In this case, the learner is expected to use the SPIKES framework for communication and exhibit a clear progression of ideas, starting with an intro. In the following slides, I'll demonstrate how the outputs look different depending on the approaches. Here, you'll see the free-form approach being outputted by the model. As you'll notice, the outputs are also in prose format, and in the feedback, they address the questions that were posed by the learning designer based on the conversation that the learner had. In the interest of time, I will move on, but if anyone is interested in seeing the full summary of feedback, I'd be happy to share. In this example, you'll see a structured approach. The assessment report includes a series of criteria and feedback, both positive and constructive, for each criterion, along with a quantification of learners' performance so that they have a general understanding of their competencies relative to the maximum allotted points, which can serve as a general gauge of mastery. In this case, at the end, a list of recommendations for improvement are prioritized for the learner based on the importance of the competencies described by the creator. We hope this video has sparked your interest in how generative AI might be used to scale feedback and assessment in competency-based education.